Hey everyone, today I decided to make a video about replacing the thermal paste and thermal pads on my laptop, the same Acer Nitro 5 you've already seen in my review. The video quality isn't going to be as good as usual because I had to record it on my phone. The camera wasn't ready unfortunately. Anyway, let's get started. Okay, about a year ago I replaced the thermal paste and pads, but after some time the temperature started creeping up again, especially on the GPU. Before, my graphic card would usually top out at around 85 degrees, which was perfectly fine. Now it was reaching 86 degrees or even a little higher. The CPU was hitting around 90 degrees at most, although most of the time it stayed below that, so its temperatures were still acceptable. Either way, just like changing the oil in your car, it's good maintenance to replace your thermal paste once a year, so let's get to it. First, you'll need a small Phillips screwdriver. There are 11 screws in total, so start removing them one by one from the back side of the laptop. Next, grab any plastic card and carefully pry the bottom cover open. Take your time and work your way slowly around the edges, releasing all the clips without forcing anything. And there we go, the bottom cover is off. The very first thing you should do is disconnect the battery. Now we can finally see inside. The fans are a bit dusty, but nothing too serious. Time to clean everything up. Some people use compressed air, but I just used what I had, a vacuum cleaner. One important thing, I forgot to unplug the fan cables before cleaning, so I had to hold each fan with my finger. Otherwise, spinning the fans too fast can damage the bearings, generate unwanted voltage, and in the worst case even harm the motherboard. So learn from my mistake, disconnect the fans first. Next, carefully peel back the thermal tape. If yours is already coming loose, it's a good idea to order new tape beforehand so you can replace it while you're in there. In my case, I reused mine this time. Then clean the dust from the area underneath the tape as well. Just be gentle and avoid any sudden movements. Since we're going to remove the entire copper heatsink, let's get everything that's in the way out first. Disconnect both fan cables, then unplug the display cable. Each fan is held in place by two screws, so remove those first. I also removed the WLAN module so the antenna wires wouldn't get in the way while lifting the heatsink. Now we can unscrew the heatsink assembly and carefully lift it off. Here you can see all the old thermal interface materials. Clean everything until it's nice and shiny. I used a paper towel, cotton swabs and isopropyl alcohol. Unfortunately, I forgot to record the actual application process, but I'll show you what everything looks like once it's installed. The important thing to remember is this: apply thermal paste only to the CPU and GPU chips. Everything else, mainly the VRM power delivery components, gets liquid thermal pads. In my case, I applied about a 2mm layer. After that, simply reassemble everything in the reverse order. And one important tip: when reinstalling the laptop's cooling assembly, tighten the screws in the numbered order. Turn each screw one full turn at a time, moving sequentially from one screw to the next. Repeat this process until all the screws are fully tightened. Once you reinstall and tighten the heatsink, any excess material will simply squeeze out, so you don't have to be absolutely perfect. Just don't overdo it. There were also a few factory thermal pads that were still in good condition, so I left those alone. Okay, next, press the power button. By the way, the first boot after this kind of maintenance usually takes longer than normal, so don't panic if it doesn't start immediately. And that's it, your laptop is ready to go. At first, you'll probably notice much lower temperatures. After using the laptop for a while, the thermal interfaces will spread out, settle into place and reach their normal operating condition. In my case, it took a few days before everything stabilized. So, overall, everything worked exactly as expected, and I haven't had any issues since. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I hope you found this video helpful, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.